Hey, it's Hot937, hot937.com, Hartford's #1 for hip-hop and R&B's DJ Buck from the Hot Morning Crew. Right now in New York City, Jussie Smollett. What's happening, man?
What's up, man? How
you feel?
I feel excellent. I mean, I don't feel excellent.
You gotta feel great.
but yeah, I feel great.
The premiere last night, now, it was a big celebration at Carnegie Hall.
It was so great.
After the celebration there, what did you do? How did you wind down? Did you
by
wind
turning
down?
up?
Did you wind down?
Wound down by turning up.
What time did you get to the room?
Like, my manager is here, and he's because Vince is always like, he always texts me, and he's like, get to bed, and so
block your ears. You don't hear.
Vince, I was out until it's like 6 in the morning.
I saw you. It was like 4.
He came in looking for Pam. No, I came in at like 6 in the morning.
So you really celebrated. You really had a ball.
I did. My brothers came into town. All of my brothers, my older brother and my 2 baby brothers, they came into town for the premiere. So it was a great time, and our brothers weekend kind of we do an annual brothers weekend. No matter where we are, we all meet up and spend the weekend together, just the brothers. And it kind of got cut short because I had to leave to go do the VMAs. So to have them here, we did it, and we did it right.
Wow.
So we did it really right.
Now, family, the Empire is all about family. Mm-hmm. How much of Empire reminds you of your family? You had your brothers in town. Is there any similarities?
I mean, mine is the dysfunction, the backstabbing,
I got that in my family.
the murder, and the drug pushing. We're just like them.
Just like
minus all of that. So, I mean, sure, we're just like the Lyon brothers, except that.
Except that.
Yeah, except that.
Does any part of the show remind you of like situations that you've been through in real life?
Oh yeah, definitely. I always say, I'm kind of going through this journey in many ways parallel to Jamal. So yeah, definitely. I am a musician. I'm extremely close with my mother. My mother is wonderful and a little bit crazy, just like Cookie. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is, and but yeah, I definitely connect with more than anything. I connect with Jamal's heart. Mm-hmm. His sense of loyalty, his sense of honesty, and love. The good, bad, and the ugly. I've never held anybody over the balcony, but there's plenty of y'all that I want to hold over a damn balcony because y'all get on my damn nerves.
My office hours.
You know what I'm saying? Hold you on the balcony. Stand over the masters. But yeah, I definitely connect to Jamal on many levels.
Have you ever gotten one of the scripts that was almost too close, and you said, "Oh, I gotta step back before I do this"? This is
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. Have I ever gotten a script where I was like, I gotta step back?
And think about it.
Oh, I have to step back and think about it. Yeah, I have to step back and think about every script because it's every script is crazy, deranged.
Has it ever come too close to home, too close to your real life?
Yeah, but especially season 1 was very. I was kind of going through the same thing. My Lucius was going through his stuff. My father was also going through health issues as well. So that hit close to home. So I understood that. But now Lucius' ass, he's fine. He ain't even got nothing wrong with him no more. So it definitely hits home, but that's the thing. That's the thing about being an artist, and that's the thing about, Lord knows, that's the thing about working with Danny Strong and Lee Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I have no choice except to be honest and fearless and bold and just go balls to the wall, or else I wouldn't have the job.
On stage last night, you said there was one screen where Lee came in and said, "Pull his hair." Is it like that a lot there, where he gets into your face and do this way?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that it wasn't like he gets into your face, but he knows what he wants, and he knows, and he's crazy in the most fantastic way. But He
He
crazy.
came on in sweats and
Crazy.
loafers last night.
Yo,
Sweats and loafers.
not only was it loafers, yo, it was these furry ass Gucci slippers, and that's people don't understand. That's what Terrence, Taraji, and I were laughing at because we didn't notice that. And then Taraji whispers to me, she's like, "Look at Lee's shoes, look at Lee's shoes." And then I looked and I'm like, what?
Yeah, Gucci
and
loafers.
just this fur, like just sticking out, like
everywhere.
it's just like this fur, like this weird little rabbit sitting in his slipper, and I'm like, what? Only he could do that. I'm sitting there being like, what shoes should I wear? Should I wear these high top dress shoes? Should I
put a lot
wear
of
these
thought
low
into it,
top
right?
dress shoes? And he's like, I'm gonna wear these Gucci slippers with fur sticking out.
It was serious too.
He dead
Dead
ass serious. Dead ass serious. And I talked to him a couple days before the premiere. I was like, yo, what are you wearing? Like, what is this? It feels like some people are being like, oh, this premiere is going to be all old Hollywood. It's going to be, you know, they're wearing gowns and tuxedos. And I'm just like, I don't really want to do that. And he's like, hell no, I ain't doing that. I'm wearing a
Sweats.
turtlenecks and black sweats and some slippers. I'm like, no, you're not. No, yes, he was.
He did it. He did
And
it.
ain't no doubt about that, which is the single that's available right now featuring Pitbull.
He beat me to it. He beat me to it. I was working with Pitbull. New singles got to be crazy, man.
It's crazy. Pitbull is dope. And the funny thing is that I was sitting in the studio with Neo, because Neo wrote it.
Yeah.
And there's this gap of just blank music, of instrumental. I'm like, so that's not my part though. So what are we doing there? And he's like, well, Pitbull's gonna be on it. And I'm like
that.
this mother, just say Pitbull's gonna be on the track. And of course to Neo that's the norm.
Yeah, normal.
To me that's not the norm. To me it's not even normal to be in the studio with Neo, let alone putting Pitbull on the track. So but he got on the track, he killed it, and he's just a really, really nice guy, just a good dude.
On his tour bus? You ever been on his tour bus? It's kind of
No,
crazy.
I haven't. You been on his tour bus?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. He got chicks everywhere. It's crazy.
Yo,
This guy knows how to party.
Let's talk about the baby pits that roll with Pitbull.
Security?
Like,
That's the security or no?
I don't know who they are, but I'm like, yo, Hugh Hefner, you whack. You whack, son. You whack. You're not. Literally, Pitbull has the most beautiful women surrounding him. And they're all like, I watch him with them and I watch them with him, and it's all love, and they're all so sweet, and he's just he's a cool dude. He's just all about a good time, spreading love, spreading good energy. Every single time before we did a take, he'd be like, let's just have a good time. Let's just have a good time. Every single time he would say, let's just have a good time. And that's what he represents, and I think that's why he's so successful, because he just represents a party, you know, and it's always a good time. It's always good energy, and it's positivity with him.
It's definitely gonna be a smash. And when you hear your songs on the radio, the first time you heard "Up Down" on the radio, what was your reaction?
You know what's so funny is that I don't think I've ever heard "You're So Beautiful" on the radio. I've heard "Good Enough" on the radio, and I've heard "I Want to Love You," which is a song that I wrote on the radio, and that to me was the first song I ever heard on the radio was "I Want to Love You," and being that I wrote that, it was extra special, and I was able to capture it because I just so happened to be on Twitter, and somebody said I was in a car driving from New York to Philly, and we were on the promo tour. And a bunch of people were tweeting me being like, oh my God, I'm listening to it on the radio station in New York. And then I told the driver, I was like, can you please turn to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? I'm like, please, please, please. And he turned to it, and it was my song. And I was able to like capture it, and I sent it to my mom. I also loaded it on Instagram. But it was that moment of me hearing it for the first time, and it was so special. You know what I'm saying? Before Empire, I was an indie artist. God, like what I wouldn't have killed for you know, to have radio play on you know, like back in the day when I was like, y'all please listen, you know. But it's all good. It's a beautiful thing. It's so great, and the love is just it's great.
See, if you had been riding through Connecticut at that time, you would have heard "You're So Beautiful" a bunch of times on the radio station.
See, man, and I appreciate that so much.
You're gonna hear "Ain't No Doubt About It." You gotta come through, and you can hear
Ain't no doubt about that.